And let's limit this to what he said, I said.
Okay.
So he said that the party, the National Caucus, told us to pay 10 million naira. That is the issue. I never said that, and it's not in the message. And I will want this conversation to limit it to what he said, I said.
There is one man called Obunike Ohebu, the House of Representatives aspirant, Newi North and Newi South, and Ekusigo local government from Anambra State. He sent an SOS to me, and he said that Peter Obi is now the head of the criminality, that they were scammed.
Hey, Nigerians, this is really funny and crazy. This is why they say you shouldn't lay an allegation against somebody who is still alive. It is only somebody who don't cry that you can lay allegation and the person will not be able to respond. Now, you remember the last time on this channel where Kenneth Okonkwo went to channel television to lay several allegations against Peter Obi, claiming that Peter Obi collected bribe, he collected money from NDC House of Rep aspirant, and that it was Peter Obi who claimed that he does not collect any shishi from somebody, but now that he does not give shishi and he does not collect shishi, but now he is collecting shishi from people. Now, you remember the person he quoted on that video saying that it was one of the NDC member who sent him direct message, one of the victims that sent him direct message and was saying that there were criminalities, there were irregularities in the primaries for the House of Rep nominees. But now, this man that just spoke now is that same person he claimed that sent him that message. And the man has come openly to deny that he did not do that to Now, we are going to listen to him. And also, I want you to also know that Peter Obi has sued Kenneth Okonkwo. In fact, he has told Kenneth Okonkwo to go and retract those statements. If not, after 7 days, he will be sued with about 7 billion naira as damages. So he has been given 7 days grace, 7 days room to retract his statement and all the lies he came to propagate on the media. And of course, he will respond. But let's listen to this person he referenced that sent him that message.
And let's limit this to what he said, I said.
Okay.
So he said that the party, the National Caucus, told us to pay 10 million naira. That is the issue. I never said that, and it's not in the message. And I will want this conversation to limit it to what he said, I said. What he said on the national TV.
Yes, we're limiting it to that because what he said is that, and this is very ridiculous because it looks like we're doing she said, he said. Well, what he said and the allegation which he made was that the presidential candidate of your party, the NDC, is running a criminal enterprise. That whoever it is that votes for the presidential aspirant or the presidential candidate of your party is not just voting for the All Progressives Congress, as he had said before, but was also supporting the criminal enterprise being run by your candidate. And he cited your message as evidence of that. And
that message he cited is that I said he asked us to pay 10 billion naira. That's what I'm still talking about.
Yes.
So I'm telling you, Peter Obi never told me to pay 10 million naira. I never told Kenneth Okonkwo that Peter Obi in any way told me to pay 10 million naira. The person who asked me to pay 10 million naira is the National Secretary.
Yes, okay.
So I also mentioned that the caucus, he said the caucus leaders.
Yes.
I told him I never had a meeting, any consultation, any meeting at all where consensus was discussed. So I could never have been in the position to have been told by the National Caucus to pay 10 million.
So going to other things that he said here, I mean, because he said you mentioned the name of the hotel. That clearly is in your message here. I'm looking for the portion where he said that the names were collated at John Wood Hotel. Yeah, this is it. So while many of us were on the ground participating in the primaries, allegations emerged that lists of candidates had already been prepared at John Wood Hotel in Abuja. The situation became even more troubling when the party, in its press statement signed by the National Secretary, distanced itself from the controversial list while simultaneously acknowledging circumstances that effectively rendered the outcome of our primaries meaningless. The question is, who was in John Wood Hotel?
I should tell you. What I said there is there was an allegation.
Yes.
There was an allegation that the list has been prepared in John Wood.
Okay. You do not know who.
I did not. You have the message.
Yes. So what I'm saying is,
I never said. I never
you
said
did not
so.
say anybody was in.
I
John
never
Wood.
said so.
A list of candidates was being prepared there, but the situation became more troubling when the party, the National Secretary, distanced themselves from that particular allegation, meaning that they as a party were not aware, but somebody was there.
If you read down, you will see where I said that the party that could not organize primaries is shifting blame. You didn't see that, did you?
Yes. I've seen this. He said even more disturbing is the fact that the same statement signed by the National Secretary appeared to shift responsibility for the Anambra situation to Peter Obi. Is that not correct?
So, I'm talking about the party who is shifting blame. As a matter of fact, let me tell you, I'm even disappointed. Like this morning, I was reading through Valentine Obienye's web. He's taking on me that I didn't support His Excellency when he was governor. He was threatening my hair. Unfortunately, the statement that was issued by the National Secretary.
Of course, you have always heard Peter Obi saying he does not give shishi and he does not collect shishi. Yes, he has said that several times. He has not denied it. Now, listen to this video that he openly said to the public, to the whole Nigerians and to the whole world, that he does not collect shishi. Listen.
Somebody said recently, I'm suing somebody because he called me names. It's not true. I'm doing so because the person said I bribed him. I'm not gifted to giving. I have allergy for money being wrongly spent. I don't give people money easily. If you go to my wife now and say, I gave you money, the first thing we ask you, what did you do for him? If you tell him he did nothing, say, it's not my husband. He pays, you only pay for services. Everybody knows that. I can only give you money if there's a service provided. I can't just give you money. So I'm not somebody, I can talk with you here and buy you dinner. But I cannot just see you on the road and say, oh, this, no. I can't have allergy for doing that. Because there's money, people who need it in my village.
But I'm in your village now. What if?
No.
Which village?
No, what I'm saying, which service?
I'm just.
So it is important that people understand money has a purpose. Life has a purpose. What are you living for? Unfortunately, I live in a society that doesn't value purpose, that doesn't use reason in what they're doing. If they do, we won't be where we are.
You've issued a statement trying to clarify what actually happened. I mean, can you reflect on that meeting between Peter Obi and Deji Adeyanju? And you have said that Deji had wanted a ticket for the Ahmad Buhari Federal Constituency to be given to him by the Labour Party. But of course, maybe because he didn't get that, that could have led to this kind of comments.
Well, I wouldn't want to go into insinuating from that angle. I was actually at the meeting, not only at the meeting, but I brokered it. When I was in PDP, I headed a media committee to revive PDP. And at that time, some of these activists were coming around, and Deji was among them. That was when I met Deji, and we cultivated a relationship. So immediately after Mr. Peter Obi got the Labour Party ticket in May 2022, the the euphoria of that time, Deji was contemplating running for House of Representatives for Abuja. And I felt that the Labour Party needed somebody like him who is young and activist, popular, and all those things. And I discussed it with Obi. I said, look, we need somebody like this who can try to arouse the public. And I arranged for us to meet. And three of us met in the night. And we discussed amicably. Obi, as usual, welcomed the meeting and explained his life, how he came into politics and why, what he has done and all those things. After explaining, Deji was also touched. He started his own story and talked about how the mother played huge impact on him and all that.
Yeah, the murder case that was filed against him.
No.
His own mother.
Mother.
Oh, okay. I thought
you understand? No. I didn't have a We didn't discuss any other thing except after Obi finished his story, Deji now told his own story. And at the end of the day, we left there. It was a long discussion and a very friendly discussion. Because before then, Deji was in the public space, various statements and all that, supporting that this is the best man for this job. So it was based on that the meeting was even brokered in the first place. And after the meeting, 4 weeks after, he issued a statement, tweeted that Obi told him in that meeting that invested government money in his family business.
That's the Anambra State government.
Yes, government money in his family business. I couldn't imagine whether it's the one I attended.
And you were there all through. Was there also any offer of monetary inducement?
I was there. Not only that I was there, all through. I left there with Deji.
Interesting.
So when I saw that statement, my initial reaction was that could they have met without me?
Somewhere else apart from that meeting.
You understand? Because the way he presented it was so assertive that it would be difficult for you to begin to doubt whether it's the one who participated. So I called Deji. I said, what happened? Did you meet with Peter Obi in another place after I left or another place? He didn't give me any response. And I issued a statement 2022.
Yeah, I mean, I received that statement. Yes. We reported it. And you've just gone ahead to issue another statement. I mean, but what do you think would be the primary motive for Adeyanju's revelation? Because he says he's prepared to go to court if indeed Obi takes him to court and that he has evidence.
Well, I am curious because I will love to know, in terms of what may have prompted it, that will be going into Deji's mind, which I don't want to go. You understand? But I'm curious to see if this matter gets to court. Then let me see that. Because if it's something I was an outsider, then I was okay, maybe this happened. No, you can never swear for anything. But for this one, I cannot imagine.
Well, maybe the lawyers will be reaching out to you to serve as a primary witness in the case.
No, but to me, this matter is a distraction to the project.
You think so?
Yes.
You think that maybe some people, because I mean there have been allegations against Deji against him online, that maybe the APC is trying to use him. Some people even brought out, different insinuations that he had an alleged murder case previously, and then of course one of the people who helped him out was Festus Keyamo. Maybe Deji is working for the APC and all of that through the back door to stop Obi. I mean, different things. How the online space is like. I mean, do you think, as a political editor, this is calculated to distract Obi?
Definitely. Definitely, because given the way Deji is pursuing it, you know that there's some political undertone.
From what Peter Obi said here, it has now become very clear that the main reason he is taking legal action against Deji is not because of political criticism or the usual back and forth that happens in public discourse. It is specifically because Deji made a very serious allegation, the claim that Peter Obi offered him money. That is not a small accusation, and it goes far beyond political banter. What makes the whole issue even more revealing is the testimony from the person who was physically present with Obi during that meeting. This individual stated emphatically, without any form of hesitation, that at no point did Obi offer Deji money, not even indirectly. When someone who was in the room confirms that nothing of that nature happened, it changes the entire storyline. It shows that the allegation wasn't just an exaggeration or a misunderstanding. It was a direct claim that touches on Obi's integrity, which is something he has consistently guarded throughout his political career. Now, when you look at Obi's pattern over the years, you can see that he usually ignores the noise. If Deji had simply said that Obi didn't build enough schools or didn't construct massive legacy projects like what Reno keeps shouting about, Obi would most likely have ignored it, the same way he ignores many other political jabs. These are normal criticisms that politicians face every day. Obi has been in public office long enough to know that people will always have opinions, and he rarely responds to them. But this situation is different. Accusing someone of bribery is not casual criticism. It is a direct attack on character. It paints a picture of corruption, manipulation, and dishonesty. For someone like Obi, who constantly emphasizes transparency, accountability, and clean leadership, allowing such a claim to go unchallenged would be dangerous. It would mean letting a damaging narrative spread without resistance. And in politics, silence can sometimes be interpreted as acceptance. So now, the picture is clearer than ever. This case is not about schools, not about projects, not about performance debates. It is about a very specific and very serious allegation, the claim that Peter Obi bribed Deji. And because this allegation strikes at the heart of Obi's reputation, he is choosing to address it legally, not through public arguments or online back and forth. It shows that when it comes to protecting his integrity, Obi is not willing to joke with it at all.
What do you think? Drop your comment in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share this video to other persons so that they can know what is happening in the country currently. See you in my next video.